Morning all, hope you're doing well, hope you're staying safe. It is Thursday, July the 2nd, 2020. Not so much going on today, but still some interesting stuff to get through, so let's get right to it. US cases, unfortunately a new record yesterday, over 50,000 cases recorded across the US yesterday. Deaths though still trending down, so that's good news. In Florida we had over 6,500 cases yesterday, and deaths were still hovering around where they were at the end of May, which is again pretty good news. I think we do need to get this thing under control though. The stats show an increase in the positive rates over this week. It's only 2 days, but 18.5%. Put it in perspective, if we'd done that on the biggest day when we had over 50,000 tests, we'd have got over 11,000 cases, where we got, what was it, 9,500, so that's just to put that in perspective for you. So things not fantastic right now. That positive rate is a little bit of a worry. Hospitals in the south of the state now, some of them have cancelled elective procedures, so they haven't done that for some time. So again, that means that hospitalisations are on the rise. It's only happening in the south of the state, not in the north yet, so we'll follow that one with some interest. Vice President Mike Pence is flying into Tampa this morning, where he's going to join Governor Ron DeSantis in a joint press conference to discuss what Florida is doing to combat COVID-19. Ron DeSantis yesterday said that Floridians should go out and enjoy the sunshine over July the 4th weekend. This is a little bit away from what some of the mayors are saying down south, where they've closed the beaches. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo says that the United States is in close conversations with the EU and others to try and get international travel back up and running. So I guess that's a good thing. Let's see where that goes. Disney's monorail system is going to be back up and running, at least on the Magic Kingdom loop, on July the 11th. That's good. No news yet about the ferries, so I'm guessing there's going to be supplemental buses on that route. Skyliners is going to be up from the 15th of July to serve EPCOT. Cirque du Soleil, which I actually thought was Cirque du Soleil, which I thought was going bust, apparently is not. It's filed for the equivalent of Chapter 11 bankruptcy in Canada, so it's creditor protection. It's actually got a new show coming up in November in Disney Springs, and tickets are on sale for that show right now. Universal Studios, again, Halloween Horror Nights, which I guess was kind of on the edge of, is it going to go ahead, is it not? And nothing confirmed from Universal. So it's now released hotel packages for that event. They look pretty good value actually, so you can stay in a value hotel, a value plus preferred, or prime, value prime, preferred or deluxe, and starting at $65 a night per person, going up to $105 per night in the Hard Rock in Portofino Bay. You get 2 tickets, actually two nights worth of tickets, and in the preferred, in the deluxe hotels you get front of the line express passes, although it says they're not valid for Halloween Horror Nights. I'm thinking that's a glitch, but they look good value actually. So Halloween Horror Nights looks like it's definitely going to be on, so good news. I'll be there. Okay, there's the headlines for you. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, hit that notification bell, press all, you'll get this stuff 6 days a week, something different on a Sunday. If you like the video, if you got benefit from it, please do hit that like button. The algorithm likes the likes and it will share it with more people, will help the channel. If you know somebody who might benefit from watching the video, please share it with them. The algorithm likes shares as well. Okay, let's get to the news. Across the US yesterday, the number of new cases was 51,097. That's a new record, and almost 4,000 more than the previous record. The number of deaths recorded across all 50 states yesterday was 676, and that trend continues to move down. In Florida yesterday we recorded 6,563 new cases. 38 deaths were recorded in Florida yesterday, and that's still the same as on June the 2nd. Florida's 6,563 cases yesterday took it to 2nd place in the national rankings, just above California. Case numbers across Florida were much more spread out yesterday, and Orange County took 3rd place behind Hillsborough and Miami-Dade. The stats for yesterday show that our 6,563 new cases came from 35,405 tests. That's a positive rate of 18.54%, slightly lower than Tuesday, but brings our positive rate for the week to 18.68%, the highest that we've ever recorded. Hospitalisations are at 471 so far this week, which is 0.7% of all tests. Again, that's the highest that we've ever recorded. Deaths at 0.15% of all tests is the same as it was at the end of May. Due to the growing number of hospitalisations, some South Florida hospitals have cancelled elective procedures. These are the only hospitals in Florida at the moment to cancel elective procedures. Vice President Mike Pence is due to fly into Tampa this morning. He will join Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in a joint press conference to speak about how Florida is combating COVID-19. Yesterday, Governor DeSantis urged residents of Florida to go outside and spend the 4th of July in the sunshine. In response to a reporter's question about whether he would recommend closing beaches during the upcoming 4th of July holiday weekend in light of the ongoing surge of cases, DeSantis said, "By and large, the virus does not like sunshine, heat and humidity. I think every study has shown that. I think if you look at the contact tracing and try to identify outbreaks, very few outbreaks from something like a park or a beach." Governor DeSantis' comments are different to those of several mayors, especially in South Florida, who have chosen to close their beaches over the July 4th weekend. Yesterday, the European Union advised it was restricting travel for people from the United States. Travellers from the European Union have been banned from entering the United States since March. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo yesterday said that the United States is in close conversations with the EU to reopen and encourage international travel. Pompeo went on to say, "I have every confidence that we'll get this right with countries all across the world. It's not just the Europeans, we need to get this right. We need to get the economy back up and get people travelling all across the United States and international travel as well." News from Walt Disney World, and Scott Guston reports that the monorail, at least on the Magic Kingdom loop, will be opening on July the 11th in line with the Magic Kingdom reopening. Boats from the Polynesian Resort and Wilderness Resort will also open from July the 11th. The Skyliner system, which serves EPCOT, will open on July the 15th. Cirque du Soleil, which has a major operation in Disney Springs, has filed for creditor protection in Canada. The company, though, has not gone into liquidation and plans to open its new show, Drawn to Life, on November the 5th, 2020. Tickets are on sale now, priced from $79. Over at Universal Studios, there's been speculation that Halloween Horror Nights 2020 will not go ahead. However, Universal announced hotel packages yesterday. This includes one-night hotel accommodation and tickets for 2 nights of Halloween Horror Nights, plus a commemorative pass holder Halloween Horror Nights pin. Staying at one of Universal's value resorts will be $65 per person. It includes special access into the event until 8 o'clock each evening. If you want to stay at one of Universal's prime value hotels, that costs also $65 per person per night. If you want to stay at Lowe's Sapphire Falls Resort, that will cost from $69 per person per night. Onto the Premier Hotels, and the Royal Pacific will cost from $95 per night, and the Hard Rock and Portofino Bay will cost from $105. Included with those hotels are unlimited Universal Express passes. The advert actually says that these are not valid at Halloween Horror Nights, but I'm guessing that must be a glitch. So US daily cases up over 50,000, that's a bit worrying. Fauci said yesterday he's expecting cases could rise to 100,000 a day if we don't do something about this, and offered that masks should be worn. Even Donald Trump said he's willing to wear a mask yesterday. We'll see it when it happens. Ron DeSantis isn't advocating mask wearing, he's leaving it up to the individual. Florida cases yesterday moving back up, unfortunately, over 6,500. Not sure where we're going to go with that. That news will come out today at about midday, so I'll be back on that tomorrow. Stats with the 18.5% positive, that is moving up a fair amount. It's been going up like 3% a week. I don't know how far it can move up before it just explodes to God knows how many cases a day. But yeah, hopefully with the mask wearing in Orange County and other counties, and with bars closed for consumption on premises, this will help. I'm still thinking it's a lag. The 6,500 is a lag because this mask wearing and bars closed, it only happened a few days ago. So I guess it could take us a couple of weeks to get back to a few thousand less than that, maybe 2,000 or 3,000. That would be good news in my opinion. So VP Mike Pence coming into Florida today, I'm thinking that must be damage limitation. If he's going to join Ron DeSantis, the governor, to tell people how they're dealing with the caseload, the new number of cases, well, the news on that is not very well, is it, really? So I don't know what kind of spin is going to be put on that, or what they're going to say they're going to be doing from now into the future to stop those cases rising and to make those cases go down. It's going to be interesting to see. So again, that'll be a topic for discussion tomorrow. Mike Pompeo then saying that the United States is in close conversations with other countries in terms of getting international travel back up and running. So the EU's done its bit. It's allowing, I think, travel from 14 countries now into the EU and China, and that's reciprocal. So Mike Pompeo saying they're in close conversations, not exactly sure what that means. At the moment, there's going to be zero travel between the US and pretty much anywhere else because who would allow the US in to their countries right now. So whilst close conversations are going on, I'm not sure how productive they're going to be until we get our case numbers down. That's got to be priority number one for us before any tangible conversations can be had with anybody. Good news on Cirque du Soleil not going bust. That kind of picture was painted yesterday, I think the day before, that they were just gone. They're not. Now, whether I'd buy a ticket right now for that show, I'm not sure, because we just don't know what's going to happen with this credit protection. So are they going to be viable or are they not? They've said the show's going to start on November the 5th. Great if it does. I'd be sticking my hand firmly in my pocket and leaving it there and not pulling out $79 for a ticket for Cirque du Soleil right now. And then Halloween Horror Nights, that is looking good actually. For Universal to actually put these hotel packages on, I've not seen them before at that lower rate. $65 per person per night, including 2 tickets. Looks extremely good value for me. And then to stay at the Hard Rock, if there's a couple of you staying in a room at the Hard Rock, they're normally $300 or $400 a night. So to get 2 tickets, as well as staying in the Hard Rock or the Portofino, and get front of the line Access Express passes, if that's true, that looks extremely good value. So I don't know whether, I'm probably going to get the frequent flyer passes when they come on sale. So that'll be me. So I probably won't stay in that hotel unless I can get a kind of concession rate from one of the employees at Universal. That I know I might do that, because then we can get pretty good rates there as well. That is it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, stay safe. Till then, see ya. Bye bye.